In our current reality, where compelling feelings frequently cause us to feel trapped, there is an old insight that helps individuals break free from their emotions. As we uncover the profound secrets of apathy that can transform you, welcome to a journey of self-discovery and inner strength. Marcus Aurelius said that you control your mind, not what occurs in the rest of the world. When you realize this, you will feel stronger. You will find strength in a world where feelings can resemble immense waves. How do we get to our anchor point? Join us on this journey as we delve deep into 7 valuable apathetic lessons that will help you control your emotions and endure the hardships of life with unwavering strength. But before we begin, I really want you to watch all the way to the end of the video because there's something special there. You should subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already, so you don't miss any lessons. Let's all start now. Lesson number 1, consider problems as opportunities to follow through with something. Issues, from small ones in your personal life to large ones happening around the world, are all around us. Having problems is a common part of being human. However, can we see these issues not as problems to be solved but as opportunities to improve things? Stoics have a strong belief in difficult situations. They think that although we can't change the things that happen to us, we can change how we think about and react to them. With this new perspective, problems become lessons rather than just issues. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, perfectly summarized this idea: action is accelerated by what stops it. Things that obstruct the way become the way. In other words, every problem and challenge can help us move forward. Think about how a river deals with a big rock in its way. If we choose to see it as an opportunity to grow, the river doesn't stop and struggle to get past the obstacle. Instead, it uses its time and power to erode the rock or create a new path. At first, that rock was a big problem, but with time and persistent determination, it becomes a natural part of the river. It changes the river's path and shape completely, creating a new pattern that shows how nature is flexible and able to change. This reminds us that when we face problems or challenges in life, we can also use our own strength and time to find ways to get past them. They can become opportunities and things that change our journey in the end. Similarly, problems in our lives can change our paths and often lead to outcomes we didn't expect. An example of this is when someone loses their job. After being a loss at first, it can lead them down a new career path. It can give them opportunities to improve themselves, acquire new skills, and get into new places. People who lose their jobs might even use the time to learn more about themselves, start their own business, and pursue their own goals and interests. There are many times when problems and changes can lead to success and opportunities we could never have imagined. You can grow as a person, learn about yourself, and have deeper, more meaningful relationships in the future after a relationship ends. Having an indifferent attitude also helps you be more understanding. When we see problems as opportunities to learn and grow, we are more open to change and ready to handle issues directly. We start to ask, what can I learn from this, instead of, why is this happening to me, and, how can this lesson make me a better person? Of course, this doesn't mean we should look for problems or treat serious ones like they're not important. Understanding that every challenge has a chance or potential inside it is what this is all about. By nurturing this seed with a positive outlook, patience, and perseverance, we can use problems as stepping stones to become wiser, more whole, and grow. Lesson number 2, how questions can help you. Consider the following question for yourself: is this going to be important in 5 years? A lot of things happen in life that test our determination, patience, and big-picture thinking. Every day we deal with emotionally charged situations, from small ones like spilling coffee to bigger ones like fights with loved ones. When we're angry, it's easy to get caught up in how quickly our feelings change. It can feel like the end of the world when you miss a deadline, say something you regret, or forget an anniversary. However, a strong question can help us see things more clearly and change our perspective in 5 years. Will this still be important? This simple yet profound question lets us look into the future and see what happened in the present. Suddenly, that heated argument or missed opportunity looks entirely different. Most of the things we worry about now won't matter much in the grand scheme of our lives. Think about the problems and worries you had a few years ago. How many of them are still important now? How many have been overshadowed by new memories, experiences, and lessons learned? Being aware of this can humble you and set you free. Using this question as a regular checkpoint helps us figure out what matters most to us. This helps us differentiate between short-term issues and long-term effects. For example, a day at work with low productivity might feel like a lot of stress right now, but we need to remember that it's just one day in a career that lasts decades. This perspective not only helps us recognize how important our professional journey is in a bigger picture, but it also makes us more understanding when things go wrong. The question serves as a reminder that we can get lost in the issues and worries of the current moment instead of being stuck on short-term problems. We should plan, adapt, and move forward with time when we stay composed and look at the big picture. We need to remember that time often brings clarity and answers to the issues we face. We can make people less anxious and help them handle problems better. But this isn't just an attempt to downplay our concerns. This question also makes us think about what's important: investing in relationships, personal growth, and experiences that will last. If we want the choices and actions we make to mean something in the long run, we live in a world that is very focused on the present. Why is this question important? To find meaning and peace in our lives, the next 5 years will show us the way we can handle the highs and lows of life with grace. By coming back to this question often, it will help us keep our energy and attention on what matters most. Lesson number 3: know the things you can change. Have you ever been caught in a storm? Not the storms with rain and thunder, but the storms of life, like those that come up unexpectedly, let you down, or cause sudden changes. People who lived in ancient Greece and Rome, called Stoics, had a lesson that feels like a relief in these rough times: the two sides of control. Think about this. You've done everything you can to prepare for an outside event, yet it rains no matter how much you want it to. You can't change the weather now, but how you feel about the rain is entirely up to you. You could be sad and angry, or you could find a way to deal with it. For example, you could move the event inside or enjoy the rain as a change. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus was born a slave but became one of the leading thinkers of his time. To put it briefly, we can change some things but not others. It seems simple, right? There is deep wisdom in this simplicity that can transform us. We deal with many situations every day. Some of them we can change, like what we do every day, the books we read, and the people we spend time with. But we can't reach many of them: world events, what others do, how much time has passed, and yes, the weather.